Here we have a new 2025 Ford Bronco Sport. This one comes in the Big Bend trim level in Azure Gray Metallic Tri-Coat. And then we have the light smoked truffle interior. That's gonna be cloth. For the powertrain, we get a 1.5 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine, and that's mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, 4-wheel drive. To the front end here, LED headlamps along with LED daytime running lights and LED fog lights. And love the front fascia of the Bronco Sport, and I have ever since it came out, before the Bronco did. Down here we have the 17-inch aluminum wheels. Passive keyless entry on the front. Power door lock controls, power windows, power mirrors. We have the rear window lock there. Blind spot monitors in the side view mirrors. Hit this latch twice for the hood. Headlamp controls with fog light controls are here. We get a manual tilt telescoping steering wheel. And there's the power driver's seat with 2-way power lumbar support. And I apologize if any wind noise is coming through, but I want to give a huge thanks to Ford of Franklin for allowing me to review this Bronco Sport today. I'll leave a link below in the description, but if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click on that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Seat back pockets are on both sides. And as the wind starts to pick up and my space is about to be taken, I'm going to go through this relatively quickly. So I apologize if it's too quick for you, but you can pause anywhere you need to. Again, 2 USB-C charge ports right there. Bottle holders there. Easy fuel. And then to the back end here, there's a look underneath. You can actually either open the glass here or open the entire door right here. And pretty good space behind the second row. You can toggle a light here, which is nice. Actually, that light is for here. I always forget. So that's what this button's for, which is nice, especially if you're gonna be doing some camping or something at night. Now, I wanna say it's an inflator kit in there, but there is room for a spare. There's that 12-volt on the right side. Now to the rear passenger seat, and fold that flat, pushing this button in here. And then when the seat's up far enough, it will fold flat. And pretty easy to just put it back into place when the seat belt's not in the way. And that'll lock back in. And then your anchors are right in there. And there's your sticker price there. Not bad in my opinion, right under $35,000. And this includes a moonroof and the convenience package. Now this paint color is a $995 option, so just something to keep in mind there. And glove compartment. And as we go back around to the front end, there's that 1.5 3-cylinder. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat next. So nice ActiveX wrap steering wheel. There's the horn. Over here to the screen. For audio, we get AM, FM, XM along with Bluetooth. And then on top of that, we get wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility. AC controls, you can pull up the middle. You can only do them through the screen, unfortunately, but you can choose fan direction there, fan speed, temperature, and then you get the single zone automatic climate control altogether. 3-stage heated seats for the front, which is nice. Features over here, you can toggle the driver assistance if you want to turn the lane keeping system from alert and aid to just the aid, just the alert. With just the intensity, the cruise control, you can change that. Turn the lane centering on or off as well. And then in your settings here, you can change your units of measurements for language or your temperature tire pressure monitors, so on and so forth. Backup cameras there, pretty good picture. Guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. And then on that right side, you can see how close you're backing up to something with the assist. And then down here, auto stop toggle, defroster, hazards, traction control, kind of a calm screen here. And then you can toggle that backup camera right there. And then volume knob, and you can push the button to turn the audio source on or off. 12 volt right here, USB-C, USB-A, wireless charging pad. And then your shifter's rotary, so reverse, neutral, drive. Then you have your low gear there. Electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down and disengage. And then you have your automatic brake hold there. Drive modes, you get normal, slippery, eco, sport, and then your off-road. And it's nice to have that with this full four-wheel drive system, especially off-road is pretty nice. Now you have your sunglasses holder here. Love this, we have a power sunshade and a power sunroof control for the roof there. And that's one touch for everything, which is great. But there's a look at the back seat from up here. That's one touch there. And then one touch closed too. Garage door transmitter. Then right here we have the vanity mirror. Blinkers are over here. High beam toggle. And then we have our intermittent wiper controls, one time off, intermittent low, high. We can adjust that sensitivity or frequency there. And then our rear wiper right there. Push back for the rear wiper fluid, pull up for the front. Now, since we do have the adaptive cruise, you can turn that on or off there, adjust the gap here, and then the lane center, you can turn that on or off, adjust the speed, cancel, volume down, volume up, mute. And then over here, voice recognition, Bluetooth buttons, or when the radio's up, track list, radio station presets there. All these buttons up here are gonna be for your digital gauge cluster, so back button, you can go through different menu options here, which is actually pretty cool. Configure your settings, vehicle maintenance, all of that. And then audio here, go through those sources. And then you have different animations, which are really nice. I will say you can get lost in it, so I always like to hit this menu button and kind of go back, and then you know you're in that main menu. You can see the off-road status, which is pretty cool. Tire pressure monitors. And then my view is my favorite because trip meters, fuel economy, driver assistance, which is pretty much all I ever need. And then you can configure it as well in the middle. Push button starts here. Finally, here's the key fob. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Bronco Sport here, just have it in the normal drive mode now, and it's still relatively peppy for such a small engine. And I'm just impressed with how it's driving so far. For this kind of acceleration, even though you won't be getting this kind of gas mileage if you keep your foot in it, but I mean 25 miles per gallon city, 30 highway, EPA estimate. For something that's pretty capable, I can already tell just right off the jump. I'm very impressed by that. And this turbo tends to spool up quite a bit. With it being such a small displacement engine, that doesn't surprise me. But I actually really like the sound. It kind of reminds me of the new Broncos in that sense. We have that 2.3 turbo in those. But where this doesn't lack is in the space you get, specifically in the front seat, where it's such a tall vehicle. And it's just kind of, it's low to the ground, but it's tall, if that makes sense. There's so much headroom you get here, even for somebody who's 6'3" like myself, probably another half a foot of headroom right above me. And I'm pretty comfortable in my seating position here. Just everything makes sense with how this was made. Very helpful to have the power driver's seat as well to get that perfect spot, so I'm not wasting any additional space. But so far, I mean, I see why a lot of people like these. It drives so normally in the sense that it's just, it's easy to drive when you're not off-road, and then it also has that additional off-road capability. And again, for how peppy it is, I still haven't gotten it into sport mode yet. So for it to just be in the normal mode, it's pretty impressive how it gets up to speed. Yeah, that is really nice. And I'm just one of those people who's a sucker for the blow-off valves, and just the way that this thing accelerates, just hearing that whistle, man, it's fun. It really is. And I'm gonna put it into sport mode, at least until we get on the interstate here. See how it really does. Yeah, just impressive acceleration all the way around. I'm very impressed. I'm gonna try and slow down and give myself some space to get on the interstate here. Here we go. So certainly wasn't flooring it, but very impressive. Now I want to give one more thanks to Ford of Franklin for allowing me to review this Bronco Sport today. I'll leave a link below in the description. This does come with a lifetime powertrain warranty, so keep that in mind if you want to check them out further. But if you're looking to find something closer to home, click on that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But love having the lane centering with the adaptive cruise here. Road noise, this doesn't really do it justice because this road is torn up, and they're actually in the process of redoing this stretch of the interstate, so that'll be fixed relatively soon. But I think for what you get here, you have to realize you have a four-wheel drive vehicle that is really meant for a single or maybe even a couple in terms of camping, and you really do get a lot with this package. And then it's also just a great daily driver as well for your fuel economy in terms of the overall drivability, how easy it is behind the wheel, getting used to this thing, and really have no complaints about it whatsoever. So with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Ford Bronco Sport, and this is the Big Ben trim level.